gotta say, all the game I really thought and hoped that the city would find someone to do something. I don't know, for Demon to still come up with something to craft. I mean, with all the Infernal Iron stuff we found, the Gondians, I don't know. I just really hoped there would have been nice closure. Damn it. Okay. Collecting myself again. Cloth of Authority. Cannot be frightened and cannot be afflicted with other emotion-altering conditions. And advantage on intimidation checks. While it looks very nice, I don't think it's that powerful. Radical Jack Boots, +1 on charisma checks and saving throws. That's also mediocre. Ooh, Face Optimizer. Grant nearby Steel Watches an additional action. Yikes. It's not over yet. I'm so hoping there will be something coming for Karlach, something good. Mediocre like Gortash. I don't know. I think Gortash was pretty beyond mediocre. He was pretty damn horrible and unfortunately good at being the adversary of Bane. Okay. Finally, the third stone.
The last stone. I need to see it for myself.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. So innocent.
You want me to take those from us?
Potential. You have done very well indeed.
The netherstones pulse with psionic energy, permeating you, pulling you in line with their rhythm. The thrum quickens, rising, cresting on a single feeling. A location.
As I expected, the docks under the city must lead to a morphic pool. That's where the Chosen imprisoned the brain.
Why would they put it there?
To conceal it, one would imagine, and to maintain the illusion of their own control above ground.
Do you really think we're ready to face the Elder Brain?
With the stones in hand and the Chosen dead, we stand as good a chance as we ever will. As to how good a chance that is, I cannot say. But I have hope.
We should go back to the Undercity docks. So I could just go there, but I still want to do some things. I'm not ready yet.
You are right to be cautious. A fight with the most powerful being in all the realms is not to be entered into ill-prepared. Once we cross into the Elder Brain's domain, there will be no turning back.
Really nearing the
end
end.
this one way or another, in death, thraldom, or freedom. Finish your business here before you proceed. The brain will be waiting for us.
Can we just follow him and free Orpheus? Unfortunately not. Okay. I want to see and try and talk to him. We can talk to him! I love it! Oh, it's not voiced. You see Gortash. His soul is already suffering at my hands. And that is of the fate of all those who fail me. Is that Bane? And why is it not voiced? If you're not Gortash, then who are you? I am Bane, the Black Lord. I am the ultimate tyrant. I am fear. I am hate. Lovely. Still surprises me how people worship him. And you are the dagger that Bled Merkel's favored. You are the thorns that prick at my sides. Yet you are proof that still I will rise, and Baal and Merkel will yield. One question asked, 4 still remain. Insane that we're talking to God. You said I'm proof that you will rise. What did you mean? Your chosen is still dead. You live for power. You have proven it with every fallen foe, every chest opened, every skill claimed. As long as mortals and immortals vie for sharper blades and louder voices, I am strengthened. So it is for Baal and Merkul, and so it is for you. You make me eternal. I love that my reading speed is perfectly synchronized to the game. You know, I'm no agent of yours. I seek power for proper ends, not for its own sake. Tyranny. Huh.
The corpse says nothing more. You did not ask a question.
I think that's also new, right? Why did you ally with Merkul and Baal? Why do red dragons ally with Githyanki? Why did the broken god befriend Tyr? Elmater? Why do again? And by turning mortals illicit, you deny their souls to their keepers. You do not stoke for fear by reaping your own fields, but by burning your foes. Ah, interesting. Because I mean, we wondered earlier at the end of Act 2 what happens to the souls, and with mind flayers not having souls, what happens with the soul of someone infected by a mind flayer parasite. And that basically means that the soul vanishes, right? That makes the, at least in D&D, where your soul is like also the part which can have an afterlife, and a nice afterlife depending on who you worshipped, make the whole process of ceremorphosis even worse. Are you sure about that, Bane? You don't have a playable character. Baal does. True. Yeah, we could ask what we can do to earn Lord Bane's blessing. Of course we're not going to do that. But I'm curious, and I guess some of you might be as well, so quick save, quick load, and let's ask for that. What can I do to earn your blessing, Lord Bane? You have already laid the foundation. You gained my favor when you slayed Gortash. Your need for power exceeds even his. Use the Netherstone to commandeer the brain and unleash your infected army, and I will count you among my chosen. Or do not. Your lust for victory still brings you one step closer to me. Like we can just fail. Or win. And we can't even ask 5 questions. Anyway, let's reload that so we didn't take the first step toward becoming chosen of Bane. Interesting. I also do wonder if you actually went through the whole stuff. Like, you killed Orin for Gortash, you didn't go to the Iron Throne, you didn't destroy the Steel Foundry. Would he actually go through with the Alliance? Because, I mean, we did an insight check and it seemed honest. Yes. Fine. Okay.
Well, in it.
Nothing worth to take. So, let's say we go to camp. We equip ourselves one last time. And also talk with Karlach and everyone for that matter. And then we're off to the Elder Brain. I'm so excited! Ah. It's also interesting that nothing ever really happened with Vienna, right? No quest, nothing.
A fine deed we have done to rid Faerun of this man. All helm hair and a haughtiness. Oh, this was the Lord Gortash we were sworn to do battle with, Boo. All the better then.
Well, let's ask for the comments. Yeah, Gortash keeps his alliance and word to you. Interesting. I mean, how much does that change if you take Gortash along to the final fight then, I guess, right?
Karlach needs time. Space.
Oh.
But more than this, I think. She needs to know she is not alone.
What to even say? I mean, if she doesn't want to go to Avernus. We already tried to kind of persuade her. On the other hand, be kind of cruel to not... I mean, what do we know how 10 years in Avernus already were? Just sounded so horrible. But she's alone. She's going to die.
That's a fate we'll all share, sooner or later. But speaking as one who has managed to put it off for so long, trust me, with the grand wisdom of centuries, I can make no more sense of this than you.
Let's talk to everyone first before we go and talk to Karlach, I think.
I'm still thinking about Karlach. About what she said. God. There really is no justice in the world.
With this, no, not at all.
Karlach's fate may be written, but her story isn't ended. The histories of the greatest Githyanki warriors are recorded in slate. They are unerasable. She must make every battle her bloodiest yet. She must make herself unerasable too. It is done.
Oh boy.
The agony of knowing the end is near. I spent years swatting away my fears and doubts of my infernal fate, and I eventually made my peace. I had to. You will too, Karlach. I know it. Until then, I'm here every step of the way.
Man. Wasn't our statue usually completely grey? Why is it now grey but wearing our armor? Creepy.
Poor Karlach. Having to face her own mortality in such a definitive manner.
So early.
Though the rest of us is still liable to perish, if it's any consolation.
Wow. Yes, now we all feel much, much better, Shadowheart.
No sense dawdling. Karlach has precious little time left to her. We'd do better than to waste it.
True.
There's nothing that would give me greater pleasure.
How are you feeling?
At a loss, really.
Oh, still the same.
People have always commented on my confidence, sometimes my overconfidence. And in one particularly cutthroat assessment at university, my abject and incorrigible self-delusion.
To put my faith in someone else, and trust that we will find a better way together. It's a rather new experience for me. One I'm enjoying for the most part. But a new one, nonetheless.
Right.
No matter.
Anxiously trying not to accidentally press the breakup option.
Karlach has had her mortality defined to her in most cruel terms. I do not know if we can help her, but perhaps we can at least be there for her.
I think that's pretty on point. Sigh. Okay. I think we should already be equipped Gortash Sand as well as we can be. So
Stop me yet.
let's go maybe for one last long rest. Anyone still wants to talk? Ah, Karlach. It's gone.
Hey, soldier.
Did I just skip that?
What's on your mind?
I think I just skipped the talk with her. Okay. Doesn't the game usually warn you, like, there's someone still who wants to talk with you? I was just expecting I could talk with her in the evening, too. Oh, that's sad. Okay, Karlach, anyway. See? Ah. It might be that she just wants to talk about it during daytime, for whatever reason.
Hey, soldier. You're back.
You know, still soldier after everything we've been through?
Old habits. Did I miss anything while I was off having a sulk?
Just glad that we still have that seat. Oh, you know, villains rose, heroes fell, and the apocalypse drew nearer.
Nothing out of the ordinary then. You know, soldier, we're so fucked. The Dark Three are trying to consume the Sword Coast. We've still got tadpoles in our eyes, and I've got a ticking time bomb in my chest. I'm not sure anyone has ever been more fucked than this. And yet, we're fine. In this moment, we're fine. Here I am. There you are. Breathing, talking, even laughing if we want.
5
Is it very precious to say
grief.
that despite it all, I'm happy?
Acceptance. I mean, if you're happy, I'm happy, but are you really happy, Karlach? This is all well and good, but I can't pretend there isn't a solution here. You could still go back to Avernus and live.
No, I can't. I'd rather die here in Faerun, my home, than live in service to a devil.
I think the first line here, I understand, I just wish there were another way, is really on point. Like, serving an archdevil must be horrible. I understand, I just wish there were any other way.
So do I. I've done the calculus 100 times. There's no permutation I can find that doesn't end in me dead or wishing for death. This is it. This is all I have. This life, and all the moments I have left here. Speaking of which, there's something I wanted to ask you. Will you stay with me when it's time for me to go?
Oh.
I think I can do anything if you're there. Even die.
Ouch. Of course, I'll be there, Karlach. Whatever you want.
Thank you.
I want a happy ending.
Enough tragedy, I'm not gone yet, and our schedule is packed with important heroics, isn't it? Plus, if I cry anymore, I'm gonna run out of tears and start leaking motor oil. Thanks for everything, soldier. I'm extremely glad to be in this thing together.
Me too. It was an awesome ride with you, Karlach. Oh my.
Excellent choice.
Okay. Let's don't cry too much.
Venture forth.
And prepare us for the final fight. With team visibility. Conjure our elemental friend. And then, this is it. The final fight. An ally. Favor. I'm not sure if I really need, like, enhanced ability things. I mean, if I need them, I can still cast them in dialogue, right? I think that's it.
Let's get
There's
going.
something else I wanted to do? I don't think so. Can conjure another elemental. Ah, come on. Let's go with water. Just for a bit of marines. Who will be your final team? My final team will be, of course, my main character. It will be my love Gale. Never out of my team. Same for Shadowheart. And I will pick Lae'zel, which I really wouldn't have expected in the beginning. But she really grew on me. And I also want to see her quest through with the Orphic Hammer and everything.
Right, what now?
So I think for that it's very cool to have her around. So yeah. Quick save. And let's go down to the Temple of Baal. The pain. Oh, and thanks for following Titus5. I didn't see that before, so sorry for not mentioning that. But yeah, welcome. I just remember seeing all those artworks for the first time, and I was like, especially this one right now, way missed that. That's like a graveyard.